Whispering History, where I explain history while whispering. Today's video is on Tarrare, the hungriest man in history. Tarrare was born in 1772 and had an abnormal appetite from birth. By his teens, he had to eat the same amount of meat as his body weight, and that ended up taking a huge toll on his family, who had to kick him out because they were unable to feed him anymore. He eventually joined a band of thieves who would steal food and anything they need, and that's how he would feed himself for a couple of years. After that, he ended up in side shows where he performed different type of eating, which would included rocks, corks, a whole thing, like a whole basket of fruit, like the whole basket included, as well as live animals. Eventually, this led to a blockage in his stomach, but the people who were watching him ended up taking him to the hospital where he was given laxatives and he was just fine after. In 1792, Tarrare joined the French Revolutionary Army, where he was given the same amount of rations as everybody else. Eventually, this led him to collapsing from exhaustion because his body was not used to that small amount of food. Eventually, they did allow him to get quadruple the amount of food as everybody else, but it still wasn't enough, and he ended up going through gutters and bins and eating the food from there. Seeing this, the senior military surgeons took him in and started using him as experiments. They gave him 15 times the amount of normal food a person could eat, and he ate it just fine without any problems. They also tested him with other things, including live animals. This included live cats, eels, puppies, and lizards. Eventually, seeing this as something that they could use, they put his digestive system to work. He was given the option to eat a wooden box with a note inside, and if he did it, he would give in a giant barrel of bull guts and liver and all the inside of a bull. So doing this, it passed through him without any problems, and he was given the reward, eating it in front of the people who were giving him the reward. During his first mission, it was only a test to see if he was actually able to get through the enemy land without any problems. But the thing is, he could not speak the language. And he could not blend in because he obviously had a huge hunger. So while going through enemy lines, he had to eat, from like their bins and their gutters and their trash. So he ended up being caught on his first mission and tortured. He had a couple of brutal beatings and then a mock execution before being led back to the French lines. No longer wanting this job, Tarrare went back to the hospital and begged Baron Percy to cure him. All of the curing ended up failing, leading to Tarrare to end up going behind the hospital and eating scraps from the butchers, fighting with animals to get their scraps, drinking the blood of patients in the hospital, as well as being caught almost eating corpses from the hospital mortuary. Eventually, in the hospital, a young toddler, ended up going missing, and it is believed that Tarrare ate that child, so he ended up being kicked out from suspicion. 4 years later, he ended up back at a hospital, and Baron Percy was called over, and it was found out that Tarrare was dying of tuberculosis at the age of 26. So how was he able to do any of this? During the autopsy, it was actually found out he had a wide gullet, liver, and gallbladder, as well as a huge ulcer-ridden stomach. So compared to a normal person, his was more like blown up. His mouth was abnormally wide, with the skin hanging in loose folds. And even through all of his eating, he looked like anybody else during the time, very small and skinny and kind of sickly looking. His body radiated off a stink that many people didn't want to be around, and his